Hey, this will be a discussion about brass embouchure and the differences in embouchure, and how even if you think you might have a bad embouchure, it can be overcome by strengthening your embouchure from all different kinds of directions. And I'm going to play some embouchures that are bad for me, and that typically for me I would not be able to play very well using these type of embouchures. Now, one thing to keep in mind, no one embouchure is really bad for an individual. And so what that really means is what might be bad for me and I sound horrible on might be really good for you. And so it depends on, if you look carefully, your lips, how long they are, how short they are, how narrow they are, how thick they are, how thin they are, your teeth, how much of an overbite you have, how much of an underbite you have, if they're crooked, if you're wearing braces, so if maybe you have a partial denture. So it can include a lot of different things, and also your bone and jaw structure. That's why I think that some brass coaches and teachers can do more harm to a student by forcing them into a particular embouchure. For example, the most common would be centered and a little bit more on the top lip. That seems to be, the most common. But not everybody is going to do well with that particular embouchure. The other thing that you should be aware of is that if you attempt to drastically change your embouchure, it seems like, in my experience and opinion, people that have done that end up really not faring any better. In fact, a lot of people get worse. So if you think a big drastic embouchure change is the answer, you're probably barking up the wrong tree. So let's look at some various embouchures. Here we can see. For me, I tend to play a little higher. So I guess you got your high player or high lip placement position. You got your medium or middle and your low. So those would be the different placements. So high would be, it's probably high. Now I can go higher, but that's probably close to where I normally would play. Now what happens if I wasn't playing that way and I was using an embouchure that was bad for me? Let's try something. Let's drop it way down. So I'm up here. Let's go on way down. Way down. Hear the difference in tone quality? But guess what? I'm still able to get the high C. I'm still able to play, but it doesn't sound that good, but I can still do it. Let's go maybe medium. So normally I play here. Let's go down just a little bit. Seemed like it noticeably flat on the high C. I think I was flat on the first one too, but so I'm still able to play. Now I'm gonna be tying this all into a huge point here. Okay, so now let's talk about angles. So I can use my normal embouchure here. What if I bringled it up? Because I see people playing like this. Okay, it had a significant high angle to it. One of the most interesting embouchures I've ever seen is by Stan Mark, the famously trumpet player for Maynard Ferguson. I don't know how he can play the way he does. Take a look at it. It's like he puts the trumpet up straight, and then he comes up to the mouthpiece. You really got to watch him do it when he's playing live. It's very interesting. He's got the trumpet here, and then he'll come up. So the trumpet's actually straight out, but he's coming up at this angle. So now most of the embouchures that I'm showing you are ones that I really couldn't play on. In fact, if I was playing on them, I might be just like you are right now. If you have a particular question about your embouchure and then it's not working for you. Well, if my trumpet teacher long ago had said you need to play like this, like Stan Mark, so I got the horn out, I'm coming into it like this. Well, I mean, if I was using that embouchure all along, thinking that was how it was supposed to be, I would be having a lot of trouble, and I would be wanting to look at a video like this to change my embouchure. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope that you got something out of it. Sometimes I make a video just to make you laugh. A lot of times I make a video to educate you on something and maybe even help solve a problem. So I hope something like that occurred for you in this video. And while you're at it, again, subscribe, click on my website link, and go on to the next video. It's lovely out here. Have a great day.